if a son or daughter is allowed to listen to worldly music without reacting to it. Ha? So, ito yung gusto kong i-share sa inyo ngayon. Ha? At maganda sana kung maliliit pa yung mga bata, ay madali silang matulungan. Okay, pero ngayon, we will discuss an introductory material lang, ha? Net, please play for us. Okay. Okay, Bian, dito kayo sa harap, please. Okay. Okay, ito pa. Okay. Lahat, we have 50 copies for all. Okay. Okay. Sinong wala pa? Okay, lahat kayo, tigi-isa kayo. Okay. Pakilagay na lang doon para okay. Yan. Okay. Welcome to our CE Parents Meeting. Okay, introduction lang ito ngayon. Ang theme song natin, Teach Me Thy Way. Okay, kantahin natin ito. Ha? We will be done before 12. Okay. Thy way, ba? Teach me. Okay, sige, ready? Let us sing. Teach me thy way, O Lord. Teach me thy way. Thy guiding grace afford. Teach me thy way. Help me to walk aright, more by faithless by sight. Lead me with heavenly light. Teach me thy way. Last stanza, long as my life shall last. Teach me thy way. Where'er my lot be cast, teach me thy way. Until the race is run, until the journey is done, until the crown is won, teach me thy way. Okay. Yan ang ating theme song. Every time we gather during the last week of the month, kakantahin po natin ito, no? Okay, tuloy-tuloy lang tayo. Let's discuss this material for 15 minutes. What are the parents' and guardians' greatest responsibility? Ha? Okay. Sino dito yung parents? Raise your hand. Yan. Sino dito yung guardian? Oh, isa lang. Sino pa? Okay. Parang isa lang si Linda ditong guardian. Ha? Okay. What is your greatest responsibility? Okay, nakasulat dyan? To train your children in the ways of the Lord. Ha? Napakahalaga ng responsibility na yan para kayo ang mag-train ng inyong mga anak, ha, sa paraan na gusto ng Diyos. Okay, this is stated in Proverbs 22:6. Basahin nga natin. Begin. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Okay, praying na kung paglaki niya, hindi siya mag-depart. Okay, ito si Norma, guardian din to eh. Pag wala si Beth, naiiwan sa kanilang dalawa ni Johnny, si Rai, si Boy. Okay. Page 2 tayo. Okay. Ano ang expectation ng Panginoon in the way we train our kids? Okay. Sinong walang materials, bigyan? Okay. Okay. We are expected to train our children well for this life. We are expected to train our children well. Okay. And then, train them well for the life to come. Okay. May I ask an honest question? Parents, ano ba yung life to come? What do you think is the meaning of train them well for the life to come? Okay. Train them for this life and the life to come. Okay, honest question. Are you sure your children are going to heaven? Magandang tanong yan. Okay, mga lola, sigurado ba kayo? Tama, Okay. Isa sa mga reason ko na nagpunta ako sa States noong 2023 kasi I have 2 autistic apos. Ang panganay na apo ay level 2. Ang pangalawang apo, level 1. I was so concerned with the oldest one, yung level 2. Kasi parang, ano kaya mayayari kay DJ kung maiwan siya? Ang laki ng takot ko. Sabi ng anak kong bubo, anak niya yun eh. Sabi niya, Ma, 5-year-old lang yan, ang mentality ni DJ. He does not know what is right and wrong. Yan pa naman ang sagot sa akin. Sa palagay niyo ba, ang apo niyo o anak niyo na 5 years old, hindi niya alam ang right and wrong? Alay na Karel ba yan? 5 na yan. Alam niya ba yung right at wrong? Bien? Okay? Does Kinto know what is right and wrong? Yeah. Alam na rin. Alam nila yun eh. Okay. Ang sunod na tanong, kung dadating kaya si Jesus ngayong 5 yung anak mo, maiiwan ba siya dito? Or hindi nyo ba naisip yun? Ayan na, the little boy is there now, looking for mommy and daddy na. Ayan na, talaga. Okay. Natakot po ako kay DJ kasi 16 na siya. 16 na. Alam niya na pag nagkamali siya. Pag nagkamali yon, okay lang yan Pag nagkamali yun, magsusorry ka agad. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng pagsabi niya ng sorry? Alam niya nagkamali siya? So, ang bata ba na kahit level 2 autism, pwede nang makaintindi tungkol kay Jesus o hindi? Pwede. Pwede. Pwede sila makaintindi. Pwede kaya na pag dumating ang panahon na si DJ mamatay, pwede siyang pumunta sa impyerno? Pwede. Hindi natin alam. Diba? Kaya, ang responsibility ng parents is to train our children for this life and for the life to come. Alam nyo, haharap yan tayo lahat sa Panginoon pagdating ng araw. At ayoko pong sasagot ako sa Panginoon na wala akong ginawa para sa mga magulang at mga bata dito sa First Baptist Church. Mabigat po sa akin yan. Train them well for earth, train them well for heaven, train them for God, for Christ, for eternity. Hindi po yan responsibility ng church, katulong lang po ang church. Number one responsibility yan ng parents for your children. Kaya, meron tayong Christian education for parents para makatulong kami, kahit sa pamibigay na lang ng materials, na sana basahin nyo po. Kasi marami akong ibibigay sa inyo mamaya. So important, a biblical worldview must be pervasive throughout all aspect of your parenting. Sa lahat ng aspeto ng inyong pagiging parents, dapat ang lahat ng areas ng parenting ninyo ay meron kayong biblical view on how to do it. Train them in the ways of God. Dapat ganon. Merong parents na nagsabi sa akin, ay, hayaan mo na magsinungaling yan siya. Sabi ko, ilang taon na yan? 7, bata pa yan eh. Kaya understandable yun na magsinungaling. Sabi ko, understandable ba yun na yung 7-year-old, sampalin niya ikaw? Is that understandable? Ay, nako. Hindi understandable. Hindi understandable yun. So, hindi lang tayo mga parents that we just teach our children the isolated teaching of biblical facts or standards. Hindi ba? Hindi lang pwede na alam ng anak mo yung 10 Commandments, memorize, or sino kumain ng fruit of the knowledge of good and evil. Hindi lang yon. Or, ilang tinapay at isda ang dinala ng bata para mapakain ni Jesus ang 5,000. Those are important biblical facts, but they are only isolated facts and they are not enough. Kailangan talaga na mag-work together tayo. So God favors families, He favors love and time together, and cultivate those relationships with Him and His priorities. But may tanong dyan, dyan sa notes niyo, what is happening in the world now? Kasi ang mga anak nyo nandito na eh. Nandito na sa world ngayon. Regardless of their age, dito na sila sa panahon ngayon. Okay, let's talk about this. Okay, what is happening in the world now? Number 1, most children, preteens, and teenagers are so absorbed in their Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Dito ako sa gitna. Okay, I want an honest answer. Sino dito ang alam mo, ang anak mo, naka-absorb sa Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, kaglat ng games? Wala. Very good. Wala ba? Totoo? That is our generation today. Kahit dito sa simbahan, nakikita ni Samraya yan, na naglalaro sila ng kanilang pati nga parents Yan. Kaya natatakot tayo pag si Samraya umiikot na dito. Okay. Second, adults are buried in Facebook, newsfeed, or the hottest new game apps. Right or wrong? That is happening. YouTube. Kasama na yun, lahat. Third, happening in the world, public and private school education's increasing curriculum demands, right? Online classes longer, testings increases, longer hours for homework and research, reports, and extra credit assignments. Okay, marami tayong college students na hindi maka-attend ng DVBS dahil may klase pa sila hanggang end of May. Hindi maka-attend, di ba? Maganda pa naman ang pinag-aaralan. Pero yan ang demand ngayon eh. Right? Okay, number 4. Kung totoo ba to? Mom and dad getting more work hours. And too exhausted to help their kids. We work more to be able to buy more, yet hardly have time to enjoy what we have. Right or wrong? O kayo lang makakaalam kasi hindi ko alam yan ang nangyayari sa bahay. But this is what is happening today. Number 5, look at that. Let's read this together. A lot of hard-earned money is spent on activities. So many activities. We spend more time driving to activities, purchasing gear and accessories for our activities, working overtime to raise funds for our activities. Puro lahat activities. Family activities. Okay. That is what is happening to many families in today's time. Okay, sunod tayo. Number 6, page, na tayo? 3. Okay. Everyone has a TV in their room. Pati sa bathroom, meron? Akala ko bathroom. Okay. Everyone has a cell phone. Sino dito ang walang cellphone? Na bata. Ay. Wear branded clothes. Parents work hard providing material possessions and trips for our children, when in reality, we should be on our knees with them, leading them to a closer walk with Jesus, especially at this time. Ewan ko, matakot po tayo. I just want to emphasize that because that is happening now. Okay. 7. Satan wants us tired, worn, and stressed. He wants us in debt. Ano yung debt? Utang, kasi lahat na binabayaran natin by card, di ba? Okay. Our health failing because we could not sleep enough, we could not eat right, or handle our stress effectively. Is this happening? Parents naman, ang hina nyo sumagot. Yes. Kasi bingi ako kaya I want you to answer loudly. Okay. Number 8, Satan wants us busy but not productive, especially when it comes to prioritizing our family and our children's education. Busy but not productive. He wants our plate full but our spiritual tank empty. Right? Di ba? Okay. He wants us to look at society for what is best for our families, not God's word as a lamp to our feet and guide to our path. That is happening today. That is happening today. Okay? God has a mandate for parents and guardians. Let us read Deuteronomy 6:5-7. Mandate ito. Ano bang mandate? Nasa ibaba. What is the meaning of mandate? It is an authoritative command from God. Okay? May commandment ang Diyos para sa lahat ng parents. Sa Deuteronomy 6:5-7. Okay? Basa tayo lahat. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. Wait. Sino muna ang magmamahal sa Diyos? Parents. Ikaw una. Ako una magmahal. Okay. Hindi yung mahalin mo si Jesus, pero ikaw hindi mo mahal si Jesus, paano yun? So, ang unang mandate, tayo lahat, we should have God as our number one. Yun ang mandate eh. Okay. We should love the Lord our God with all our heart, with all our soul, and with all our might. Pag yun ang ginagawa natin, the second mandate follows. Begin. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. Okay. Lahat ng tinuro ko sa inyo, na i-prioritize nyo ako, ituro nyo yan sa iyong mga anak. Hindi, dalhin nyo sa Sunday school kasi si Mama Loida at saka yung teachers ang magturo. Hindi yan. Katulong lang kami paglinggo. But every day, dapat ikaw, yung pagmamahal mo sa Diyos, pagsunod mo sa Bible, ituro mo sa mga anak mo. Kailan? To talk with them when you sit down, when you walk, when you lie down, when you rise up. Di ba yan? Habang nandyan sila sa bahay. Okay, that is our mandate. Let's go to page 4. Okay. Here are simple ways parents and guardians can obey God's mandate. Okay, ano lang to? 6. May pang 7 ba? Wala na. Okay, number 1. Okay, this is the first way we can obey God's mandate. Okay, number 1. Basa tayo lahat, Begin. Your children belong to God. Accept them and love them and show this love in a personal way. Spend time with them at meal times, family devotions, church activities, etc. Yan, Titus 2:4, basa, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. Okay. Show this love in a personal way. Spend time with them at home, personal devotions in church. Okay. Number 2, study their natural characteristics and train them accordingly. Okay. Ang mga anak natin, iba-iba yan. Like for example, si Quinto, 5. Okay. 3 lang. Kaya hindi pa maka-DVBS. Okay. Okay, pati yung cousin niya na 3 rin, hindi pa rin maka-DVBS. Kasi wala kaming nursery class eh. Wala pa. Beginner lang yung pumapasok. Okay. Ang 3, 5 minutes lang ang attention span. Kaya ang teacher doon sa taas, magturo siya, 5 minutes. Mamaya, pag naganyan-ganyan na yan sila, iba naman, okay, stand up everybody. Pag-behave na, okay, sit down. Ito memory verse natin ngayon, for 5 minutes. Pag naganyan-ganyan naman, okay, stand up, let's play. Akala nyo ba, kaya mahal pag nagpinasok mo yung anak mo sa nursery school? Hindi pwede yung upo ka dyan. Si Kento, sasabihin mo, upo ka dyan. 30 minutes na, nakaupo. Hindi pwede yun. Walang alam ang parents nun. Walang alam ang teacher nun. Kaya dapat pag-aralan ang characteristics nila. Gusto nyo bang bigyan namin kayo ng characteristics ng lahat ng age group para maintindihan nyo yung mga bata nyo? Kasi we will teach that to our CE team. This is what they are, so this is what we do with them. Kasama yan sa Proverbs 22:6. Okay, number 3, basa tayo. Win your children to Christ, then bring them to church that has a good Christian education ministry where your whole family will be nurtured spiritually and grow mature in the Bible and Christian service. Okay, kahit si Jesus nagsabi, huwag niyong pigilan ang mga bata pag gusto silang pumunta sa akin. Okay, huwag niyong sasabihin, alam niyo ba may mga magulang dito na pag hindi nagka-quiet time yung mga anak nila noon, Tatawagan ko si Mama Lloyda, hindi ka nagka-quiet time. Ha? Utay muna, bakit ako ang pupunta ako sa bahay mo para sasabihin ko, Ricey, bakit hindi ka nagka-quiet time? Alam niyo, isasagot ni Ricey sa akin, si Mama hindi rin. Bakit ako nagka-quiet time? Ba't si Mama ko hindi? Di ba, binabalik sa akin yon, ha? Okay, it is the parents' mandate to win your children to Christ. Okay, maganda ulitin natin ang gospel, ha? Sa mga bata natin. Okay, number 4, basa, discipline them in a godly way. Okay, panibagong curriculum pa yan, but we are complete in that curriculum. Okay, sabi ng Proverbs 13:24, he that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes. Ibig sabihin, dinidisiplina na godly way. So pag-aaralan din natin yan. Iba-ibang klaseng disiplina according to the age of the child. Diba? Okay. Number 5, basa. Set the proper example to your children in thought, in word, and deed. Model your love for the Lord by studying, obeying, and living His Word, and being involved in His work and church. Dapat, kung anong gusto mong faithfulness o standard sa spiritual na gusto mong makita ng mga anak mo, dapat nakikita muna sa atin. Diba? Nakikita muna sa atin. Okay. A lot of our children before, ay late sa Sunday school, more than 10 years ago. Pagkatapos nung sinet na namin yung standard ng punctuality at regularity, pati parents naging active na rin, regular at punctual. Alam niyo ba kung sino ang punctual talaga? Mga bata eh. They are setting the pattern for us adults. Dapat tayo ang manguna sa punctuality at regularity. Okay. We have encouraged our children in the past na Saturday night pa lang maghanda na. Ako ginaganyan ko yan si Haipa. Haipa, today is Saturday. Tomorrow, you have to go to Sunday school. Sleep early. No TV, no playing with toys kasi bukas you have to wake up early. Yan. Lagi nire-remind, parang sirang plaka ka na. Di ba? Okay. Di ba nakakahiya yon? Let me say this, na yung taga-compound, sila pa yung late sa Sunday school. Or sila yung hindi nag-a-attend ng Sunday school. Nakakahiya yon. Kung yung iba nag-a-attend ng Sunday school, ang pamilya ko kaya at saka mga anak ko, lahat tayo mag-attend ng Sunday school. Right? So, nakikita nila sa preparation natin that week, wala tayong activities sa Saturday kasi kailangang maghanda tayo. O kaya, mamasyal nga tayo sa SM. Alas 11 ng gabi ng Sabado, nasa SM ka pa? Kayo? Diba? Dapat ayusin natin ang ating schedule para ready tayo. We should set an example for our children in thought, in word, and in deed. Okay. Number 6, you are vital to your child's Sunday school experience. Help your child get the most out of Sunday Bible School and worship services here in Church of Manila. Okay. Basahin nyo yan. Okay. Kasunod nito, I want us to read this. Mamaya ko na ibigay sa inyo, Okay, Dai, ibigay mo. Ito na. I shared this sa security at significance last month. Okay. Ito, kwan lang to. Okay, sinong walang kopya? O lahat dapat may kopya? Okay. This is just a challenge and an encouragement why we should be faithful in obeying God's mandate to us because we will reap what we sow. Ano yan sa Tagalog? Okay, aanihin natin ang ating itinanim sa ating mga pamilya. Okay, let me read it. Let me read it and go along with your eyes sa material na to. Okay. Anne Graham, Lotz, Billy Graham's daughter, was interviewed on CBS, The Early Show, on Thursday morning after the September 11, 2002 terrorist attack. Sa ano yung ginatake ng terrorist noong September 11? World Trade, yung Twin Towers. We were there in 2001. Nakaakyat kami dun sa 112th floor na yon. Hindi namin akalain na after 102, nandun din ako nung binumba yon. Okay, so na-interview si Anne Graham. She was asked this question, how could God let something like this happen? Bakit pinayagan na Diyos na mabomba yung Twin Towers na yon? So it was Anne Graham. Bata pa si Anne Graham noon nung tinanong siya. Ito yung sagot niya, ha? Okay. I believe that God is deeply saddened by this, just as we are. But for years, we have been telling God to get out of our schools, to get out of our government, and to get out of our lives. And being the gentleman that He is, I believe that He has calmly backed out. How can we expect God to give us His blessings and His protection if we demand that He leaves us alone? Are you following me? Okay. Continue, sabi ni Anne Graham. Let us see. I think it started when Madeleine Murray O'Hair, who is the head of the American Association of Atheists. Ano ba yung atheist? Hindi naniniwala sa Diyos. Walang Diyos. Yan. President yan si Madeleine O'Hair. And she was murdered. It started when Madeleine Murray O'Hair complained she did not want any prayers in the schools. And we said, okay. So tinanggal ang prayers sa public schools at this time. Okay. Then, Dr. Benjamin Spock, a psychologist whose son committed suicide, said, we should not spank our children when they misbehave because their little personalities would be warped and we might damage their self-esteem. And we said, an expert like Dr. Spock should know what he is talking about. So we said, okay, so hindi na natin nagdisiplina mga bata kasi ma-warp daw yung personalities nila. Continue. Then someone said, teachers and principals better not discipline our children when they misbehave. And the school administrator said, no faculty member in this school better touch a student when they misbehave because we don't want any bad publicity and we surely do not want to be sued. There's a big difference between disciplining and touching, beating and smacking, humiliating and kicking, etc. And we said, okay. Then someone said, let's let our daughters have abortions if they want. Saan ba nagsimula yung abortion? Free sex. Right? So nabuntis, payagan na natin na magkaroon sila abortion if they want. And they won't even have to tell their parents. And we said, okay. Then some wise school board members said, since boys will be boys and they're going to do it anyway, let's give our sons all the condoms they want so they can have all the fun they desire and we won't have to tell their parents they got them at school. And what did the parents say? Okay. Let me interject this truth. Pastor Nasita was called as pastor ng Phil American Baptist Church sa Texas. May nagsabi doon, Pastor, gusto mo ba i-inspect natin ang wallet ng mga teenage boys natin? Tina-challenge siya ng isang adult na lalaki. Gusto mo ba makita yung laman ng wallet ng mga boys natin dito? Sabi ni Pastor Ivy, bakit? Alam mo na ba, inosente yun eh. Taga Pilipinas, taga bundok, sa Miagao. Basta, be ready. Awang na lang, Pastor, mabibigla ka. Maraming naka-stack na COMDOM. Sa mga batang nag-a-attend na Sunday school, walang pinipili. And we said, okay. Then some of our top elected officials said, it does not matter what we do in private as long as we do our jobs. And agreeing with them, we said, it does not matter to me what anyone, including the president, does in private as long as I have a job and the economy is good. And we said, okay. Ano ba yung the president doing in private? Na mini-mention dito. Kahit anong ginawa niya, di ba? Na minsan may mga ginagawa siya doon sa opisino niya, may babae, may kung ano, di ba? Basta good lang ang country. Kahit na immoral ang president or adulterer, okay lang yun. Basta may job akong ginagawa. Nangyayari yan sa Amerika. Nangyayari rin ba dito? Okay. Wala akong alam dyan. I did not say okay. And then the entertainment industry said, let us make TV shows and movies that promote profanity, violence, pornography, and illicit sex. And let us record music that encourages rape, drugs, murder, suicide, and satanic themes. And we agreed it's just entertainment and support free speech. It has no adverse effect, and nobody takes it seriously anyway, so okay, go right ahead. Is that happening? Napapanood na ba ngayon sa TV, sa cellphone, itong klase ng mga movies? Porno? Can your children watch it in YouTube or in whatever? Satan is triple na ang power ni Satan ngayon. Last two paragraphs. Okay. Now, we are asking ourselves, ito yung sagot ni Ann Graham Now, we are asking ourselves, why our children have no conscience? Walang konsyensya, mga bata natin. Why they do not know right from wrong? Why it does not bother them to kill strangers, to kill their families and classmates, and even themselves? Or do illicit acts or rape, i-rape niya yung kapatid niya, or i-rape niya yung nanay niya, or i-rape niya kung sino-sino. Nangyayari rin ba yan sa Pilipinas? Yes. Ito American too, but it is happening in the Philippines as well. Do you believe that a lot of our children have no conscience? Masasabi ba natin yun? I don't want to admit it, but I have no other recourse but to believe it. Okay. Probably, if we think about it long and hard enough, we can figure it out. I think it has a great deal to do with, anong nakasulat dyan? We reap what we sow. Ponder seriously, parents and guardians. Ponder seriously. Kaya ako po, I will not apologize for this. When it comes to the Christian education of our children, stricto po ako. I want them to come regularly. I want them to be on time. I don't want them to roam around during Sunday school time. I want them to listen. Pero yung pagka-stricto ko na yan, binabato yan sa akin. Ako, open ako. Kung may makita kayong masama sa pagka-stricto ko, ipadisiplina nyo ako sa simbahan. Willing po akong madisiplin. Kung mali po yun. But I have to be honest. Seryoso po ako sa trabaho ko sa CE. Seryoso po ako. Kaya pag nakikita ko po yung anak ninyo, hindi nakikinig, dahil nag-iikot po ako, lalapitan ko talaga yan siya. Sa dining hall nakaupo ako, nakikinig ako, pastor. May nakikipagkwentuhan doon. Tiningnan ko talaga. Hindi ko inalis yung mata ko for 15 minutes sa kanya. Kanina pa siya pero nakikita niya ako, tumitingin talaga. Tumitingin lang naman ako na nakaganon habang nakikinig. Tinanong ko nga sino yon? Lagi ko siya nakikita. Palagi. Masama ba yon? Naliligalig lang ako kasi maraming dumadaan ng mga bata, nakikita nila yung mga adults, hindi nakikinig. Hindi nakikinig. Kaya dito ngayon, I want to apologize kung napakasama na yung pagka-stricto ko. Bilang dating CE director. But I will continue to be strict. Dahil concern ako talaga sa mga bata. So let's help one another. Let's help one another. Ito pong last, regular na po ito. Bakit hindi naka-announce sa bulletin ito? Hindi mo nabasa. Diba? Pero namigay kami last time, diba? Yung ganyan, yung sa CE at sa preaching, pinibigyan namin lahat. Diba? Nandun yon. Okay. So, pwede ba na kahit hindi i-announce, basta 4th Sunday, nandito tayo sa Christian Education of Parents. Okay lang yon. Volunteer naman to No, we do not check your attendance kung present ka, kung absent. Hindi kami nagsasabi na, bakit ikaw wala doon? No, wala akong karapatan dyan. But we are here to help in the Christian education of parents. Hanggang sa pagdating ng Panginoon, gagawin ko po yan. And many of you have already enrolled your children sa Delay Vacation Bible School. Yung 150 po nila na binabayad, snack lang po nila yon. Okay? Sorry, ang aming limit, 5 years old. Yung pumapasok na, Kung 4 lang siya ngayon, but in a few months, 5, tatanggapin namin yon. Kasi sa opening ng school year, 5 na yon So tatanggapin namin sila. Pero below 5, hindi pa namin sila matanggap. Katulad kay Quinto, kasi alam nyo, ang attention span yan, 5, mamaya, after 10 minutes, matutulog na yan. Wala kaming yaya na pwede magbantay dyan sa kanya. At saka, yung yaya, pagdadating dito, gusto ko mag-attend ng adult class ng DVBS. Ha? Pero sa Sunday Bible School, pwede. Pati babies, pwede sila i-enroll. So yung enrollment natin sa Sunday Bible School will start in May, middle of May hanggang sa end of June. Ha? So yun, walang bayad, walang tuition fee tayo dito. So we are really serious. I assure you, I am personally serious in performing my duties as Pastor Nasita's partner sa Christian Education. Okay. 5 minutes na lang. Ha? Okay. Ito, kami kayo muna dali. Ha? Kayong na magbasa. Because, ano naman kayo I have high respect for all our parents, UNC. Basahin nyo to, ha? Kasi may mga supporting verses ito, ha? Consequences in sons and daughters when parents allow television and gadgets in their home. Nandito lahat ang reasons with supporting verses from the Word of God. So, ibibigay ko lang to sa inyo, basahin nyo. Ha? And it's also good na pag nakakaintindi na yung anak mo, discuss it with your children. Okay, nandiyan na ba? Okay. O, Pastor Mike, magbigay. Okay. 5 minutes na lang. So we will end our Christian education of parents every fourth Sunday of the month. Okay. Last sa May, fourth Sunday rin ulit. Ha? Okay. And then sa susunod. Okay. We will work together to protect our children. We will work together to protect your children. Okay? Okay na ba tayo? Ha? Okay, Brother Sam, close us in prayer, please. Okay, next month, ang mga bata natin, yung mga anak ninyo na nandito, doon sila sa nursery room, we will let them watch David and Goliath or Noah or what, ha, doon, para hindi naman sila maistorbo. Okay, thank you very much, parents.